bro, this guy's like, and it's just like, bro, it's not even about that. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke.
Yes, sir.
That's how we rock. Every time we drop, it's a new classic, like Reebok. Fresh kicks off the crease in my Levi's. In the meantime, I'm just trying to keep alive while it breathes.
Kill time.
Still the same, even though shit changed. Everything but the shit I need. I've been damn near going insane. While my world going up in flames. I ain't mean to deep dive on my
That shit hard, bro.
till I ink blots, put these thoughts on the page. Look.
The instrumental's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So what up, everybody, man? That was Kill Time, you know,
Boy,
by our boy Bray, Prote-j on the beat.
Yes, sir. Ray.
We back. Yeah, bro. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, these workouts killing me. But yeah, that was Bray, man. We're gonna link his stuff in the bottom. We always do this. Our boy, shout out to Bray, doing his music stuff now. He's been for a while, but finally make his first album. We mentioned that in the first episode. What's going on with you, man? How you been, bro?
Everything's been good. Blessed. You know what I mean? Heading back home
Right.
next week. Can't wait.
New York.
Wait, you know I had to represent. Always represent. So yes, sir.
I feel
Looking
you.
forward to that. You know, linking up with my family. Mom Dukes, drink with Mom Dukes. She's, you know, she get down. Linking up with sisters, my boys. Hitting up the Subway
I ain't never
series.
met her, but
you know.
I've heard her. I've heard her enough.
We talk about that a lot. Yeah, we've heard her a lot. She be wilding, but
on the phone too. She
just texting me right now.
She'll be like, "Ma."
Bro, she just texted me right now. I guess somebody wrote her NOPE, like nope, in bold letters,
capitalized.
Yeah, capitalized. And she's like, and she just hit me right now. She said, "Yo, what does nope mean?" And I'm like, "No,
Nope."
I'm like, "Yo," and I guarantee you, that's what I'm gonna just guess that my sister probably wrote her nope, and she was like trying to figure out like, is it SMH or LOL type of vibe? I'm like,
yeah.
You know, my mom crazy, man.
That's funny.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's dope. You were just out here recently. Just real quick, everybody, man. Just want to say thank you so much to everybody that's been showing love, man. Like all our videos right now are over 100 views, and to a lot of people that might not mean shit, but to us that means a lot. Whether it's the same person watching it 100 times or whether it's 100 different people, however it goes, man. We just want to say thank you.
Appreciate it.
We haven't been pushing this as much as we want, but because we've been so busy, caught up and everything. But we had an episode coming out that was supposed to drop this previous week. Some things happened where we were unable to drop that, but we're gonna go ahead and drop that in the future. It was a really good episode too, bro. That's the thing that sucked. Like, good conversation. Angel knows, I was so happy and so motivated to shoot that last episode we just shot. Unfortunately, like I said, we couldn't push it out, but I was so happy and so ready to make another episode because the quality of episode 3, to me, Angel knows how I am. Like, I'm just a perfectionist, bro, and like the littlest things bother me. And
Yes,
when I don't have something a certain way, bro, like it's just like it fucks with my head. Like, it just starts to mess with me. Like right now, Angel touched the camera 30 times this whole. But
hey man, I'm sorry, man.
But he's trying to get the mangoes right now.
Hey. Hey, man, what did we say was gonna be?
Real.
What did we say before this? Before we even started this, we're gonna be genuine. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing gonna be perfect. So
nah, for real. Nah, it's just us rocking with us. That's how we are. Angel always trying to fix some shit. Psych, I'm lying. If a light bulb go off in his house, that shit ain't getting changed for 3 years.
Come on, man.
Someone else going to change.
Come on, son. Why you gotta do that to me?
But
no, all my lights work
going
right
in
now.
on you earlier.
All my lights work right now. What you talking about? All my lights work right now.
That's what's up. I'm proud of you.
But
that's an achievement.
Hey, but sometimes a light bulb will go out, right? So I'll be like, let me try to fix it real quick. fix it, and the light come back on. So I'm like, that bitch don't need a new light bulb yet. Why waste my money?
You're the only person in all of the world. You know how when your TV not working back then, you would smack the top because of static. You smacking light bulbs to try to turn them back on, head ass junior.
It works though. I'm telling you. That's why, if it ain't broke, what they say? Don't fix it.
That shit broke. You just getting lucky. It's probably because it's LED light too, anyways.
Probably.
That's what most lights these are.
That's
But yeah, man, we wanted to shoot that, wanted to push that out, but we couldn't. So to be honest, I didn't really have the energy to shoot this one today. But like Angel, he going to New York, so we wanted to push something out before he went out there. And I was hoping to go out there. Fortunately, I can't make it out this time. Just some things happen, but I'm going out there soon. Like I have to. Especially I got to meet all my family out there in New York. My pop's always telling me to go out. Go out there and just meet the family and stuff, bro. So it's always been something I want to do. I just never made it happen, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. Definitely would have went to the Subway Series. Definitely would have been lit.
I can't wait. Son, that shit gonna be lit. You know what I mean? How we get down, barbecue, everything, tailgate. It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a real good time. So I wanted you to experience that too. That's why I was like, man, hey, you try to make it out there. You know what I mean? We got you with the hospitality. You ain't got to worry about none of that. But yeah, man, it's all good. It'll be.
I'm gonna go out there for sure. I'm gonna meet your people, bro.
Hopefully it'll be next year. You never know. We try to make it a tradition thing with me and my boys back home. So.
Yeah, I feel you.
And hopefully we win.
And I got a lot of roots there. Obviously, I'm not from there, but my pops being born in Brooklyn and spending a good part of his young life there, and just all these New Yorkers that are just out there and stuff like that. Just want to meet them. You get them invites on Facebook and stuff. I'm like, who the fuck is this, bro? And it's a cousin from New York. I got to tell my mom or my dad because like they friends with them. I'm like, bro, who is this? They be like, oh, that's your cousin from so and so side, and I'm like, bro, don't. And I feel I'm not going to cap, bro. Most of the time I decline those friend requests because I don't know who you are until I meet you.
Yeah.
You feel
bro,
me? We family.
On Facebook, it'd be like your fourth cousin relative be finding you. I'll be like, yo, how do you even find me, son?
It really be the titis and shit like that, bro. They be harassing you with everything, bro. They be sending you pictures.
You know what it is? I don't know if your mom ever did this to you or maybe your pops, but when your mom and is on the phone with some relatives back home and type stuff like that, and it's somebody that you don't really talk to, and she be like, "Oh yeah, Alex is right here. He want to say hi," and you be like, "No, I don't want to say hi."
I don't even know you. Or you go to a family reunion, bro, and they it's like, oh, go say what's up to your uncle. I'm like, I don't even know, bro. Or go say what's up to your titi or whatever, and I don't even know. I don't know her, and she come up, oh. I'm like, bro, don't kiss me. I don't know you. I don't know you. Don't kiss me, bro.
My mom be doing that to my.
I used to feel so uncomfortable as a kid,
my
bro.
mom be doing that to me and my sister. She be like, oh yeah, they're right here. They want to say hello. I be like, Ma, I'm chilling. I'm watching TV. I don't want to say hello to nobody. Tell them.
I'd be like, yeah, what's up?
You know what I mean?
As a kid, though, if I tried to do that,
that's it.
Yeah, as a kid, though, if I tried to, it'd be like, I'm like, bro, I'm playing a game right now. I'd be like, hey, bro, I'll say you shook, bro. I ain't finna tell you again. And I'm like, all right, bro.
That's how they are, man.
I wouldn't even kiss them. They'd be like, give them a kiss, bro. I just put my cheek against theirs, like,
yeah, one of those, like,
yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Damn, bro, spin up on my face and shit. Nah, but
and you know how Puerto Ricans are. They all greet each other that way. So.
Yeah, for sure. And especially the older one, the dudes be smelling like leather. like they spray themselves with leather cologne. They all got the same smell, bro. They all do.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, we got some stuff we wanted to get into today. A lot of the stuff that we're going over today, talking about today, is brought to you truly by your own Angel. He had a lot of ideas that he wanted to, you know, get into today, and I was fucking with the topic. So I'm gonna let you start the first one, bro. I know you had some questions for me and stuff like that in terms of like favorites and whatever it may be in certain type of genres. But I thought it was a good conversation, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and start off with that, bro.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it since we got into music, the last episode, even though we didn't get to drop it. So and
Hmm.
people were interested in those type of things. Um, so basically, I was like, man, I wonder like, what are your favorite like TV shows right now? Like, if you have any top three TV shows that you have right now, or in general, just like originally your all time favorites and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, and also our viewers could write in their comments what's their favorites too. We recently did
Yeah,
Mount Rushmores, and we had a couple people hit us up on about their Mount Rushmores of hate and stuff like that. So yeah,
yeah, yeah.
feel free.
Um, like, so you want me to name my number one favorite show ever?
You have a number one favorite show ever?
I don't, and it's because you know me, like I love movies and like cinematography and art and
Yeah,
cartoons and anime and all that shit. So it's like there's an abundance, but I do. I think I feel like I have a good group of like go tos I could go to at any time, and I'd be like I'm
yeah,
chilling. So I think number like well I can't even say number one, but it's gonna be a group of like hella cartoons, hella anime, but I'm gonna say stuff like adventures. Nah. All right, so definitely Rick and Morty's up there. Definitely Naruto's up there. Definitely, there's this old anime that I used to watch all the time called Zoids growing up. Dragon Ball Z. Uh, Chowder's hilarious, bro. All the OG cartoons like Billy and Mandy and stuff like that. Like when I'm studying stuff, I could throw any OG cartoon on and I'm vibing out. Chappelle Show,
mm,
Workaholics, Eric Andre, Loader Squad, uh, Jackass, bro. I don't know, like you know me, like I don't really get into like the Animal Planet or like stuff like that. Obviously, there's shows that we get into, like like Stranger Things
yeah.
and like more like in depth shows. But like me, I feel like my go to shows, bro, revolve around stuff like that, like cartoon and just comedy. In terms of like what I could just watch on a day to day basis and I don't get bored. Like I sit and I watch cartoons with my kids, bro. Sometimes I watch more cartoons than they do. Like I'll put something on for them, bro, and then they just like they gone. I'm still like,
Well, that's good. That's good.
yeah,
They like the
cat dog or something
yeah.
like
Well,
that,
they
bro.
don't like that stuff. It's like where I try to put Oluna on the OGs, and she'd be like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Man, she sticks to what she likes." And
Yeah,
I feel that.
no, I can't fucking watch none of that
Woo!
shit they watch these days.
Yeah, nah,
You good?
yeah. I'm good playing. It be going down the wrong tube sometimes and all that shit.
That boy's freaky. What about you? What's your go to?
My go-to all-time like TV shows, Dave Chappelle, The Chappelle Show, 100%. I love that show. I could almost do like every skit on there. Um, what's my other show? Damn. Well, I love Stranger Things. That shit's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a great show.
Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is. You've been watching it too, right?
Fire.
You ain't finished it yet,
Yeah, yeah, fire. Nah, not
man. That
yet.
shit. That's a great show.
Don't be ruining
That's a
shit.
great show. Nah, I ain't gonna be doing that to you. Games of Thrones. Games of
It's
Thrones is
it's
fire
it's
too.
because I caught up with that one. I've never watched one episode of Games of Thrones,
No.
bro.
I
Ever.
I joined that.
I know you try to put me on
I joined the hype train late on that. You put me on what you call it, Outer Banks.
Outer Banks is
Outer
fire.
Banks is fire. So I kind of watched that from the start. But like Sons of Anarchy and like the Games of Thrones, I started watching that like later on. and I fell in love with it like that. Like that shit, it was fire. Um, but yeah, TV shows like that.
You ever watch Breaking Bad?
No, I have not. But a lot of people tell me about
I
it.
hear that show's amazing,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, I hear that show's
they
amazing. I've never seen any of it ever, but
they tell me the same thing about Dexter. You ever seen Dexter?
I've seen some episodes. That shit is wild,
Yeah,
bro. That shit is crazy.
yeah.
I've seen some episode of him like I think he's just like, he kind of like, at least what I've seen, what I saw was like he manipulates women or whatever, feel me, or whatever, and he does what he did. That the episode I watched was crazy.
It's like that.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's like that show. You seen You? They
Yeah,
tell me
that boy
they
weird.
tell me You is like Dexter.
Yeah, I've watched you. Damn, excuse me. I've watched you. I watched the first season with Faye. I watched the second season with Faye. I think they're on season 3 or 4. I haven't watched I've only watched the first 2 seasons. And a lot of that is because like, bro, there's so much heat that comes out these days. It's like
It really
sometimes
is.
like I need to stop doing it to myself where like I'm watching something, bro, and then someone will be like, watch this, and I'd be like, all right, bet. And I start watching that shit, bro, and it's like I completely forget about the other thing. Like that shit happens too often to me. Like fucking what was that one show? Ozark. That's one of my favorite shows ever. Ozark is so fire,
Ozark.
bro.
Yep,
And I had
Ozark.
just completely forgot about that show, bro. Like for a good like a year and a half. I started the last season, watched 2 episodes, and it was like gone. And Umbrella Academy too, bro. I forgot that show
I'm
existed,
on.
and they already like made 2 seasons.
They're on season 3.
No, I'm saying like they made. Yeah. I will last watch season 2.
Mhm.
That's when like they were like getting sent back in
Yeah,
time and shit, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I last watched that one after Oh Girl. Now she's a dude. So I'm gonna say Oh Dude because she transitioned. I forget her
Victor.
name or his name. Sorry. Damn. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about, right? The actor
Wait, what?
in real life. In real life in Umbrella Academy.
The shorty from
The sister like that
the one with the short hair?
from Juno.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
from
she really
Juno.
transitioned over?
She's a dude. Yeah, she's a guy or he's a guy now. Fuck, bro. Like, damn, they gonna cancel us, bro.
Hey man.
I don't fucking look. I seen the thing that his name is something now. But anyways, at the end of that episode, that's the one at season where she like, fuck, bro, you see? This shit sucks.
No, but
Damn, bro.
listen. I thought you were saying that because I'm gonna give you a quick spoiler, but the first episode of season 3, or maybe it's the second one, but she transitions over. She changes her name from what's her name?
I don't even remember.
Vena, whatever the fuck her name is, to Victor. That's why I was like. That's why I was like. You talking about Victor? I thought
Oh, she really
in
transitioned
the
in the
show
show
too,
too?
she changes her whole shit to Victor. I'm like, okay. See, that's why you telling me that happened in real life too. That
Nah, in real life, yeah, in real
oh
life.
wow,
At least that's what I read.
wow.
I
No,
may, I'm almost certain.
hey man, to each his own.
I'm almost certain, but that's the
Love
one
to
where
her.
like he, um, like explodes on stage or some shit like that, right? Does that big ass explosion or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last I seen. But
I'm on
that
episode
show's
3
fire. I
right now.
just get caught up.
I'm on
I
episode 3.
get caught up in different
No, I
things.
understand what you're saying. Like I was trying to split everything, like Peaky Blinders. I was trying to get Ozark in, finish that before even going back to Peaky Blinders. Then I tried to get Peaky Blinders out the way before getting into Stranger Things. I try to do all these things, man. It's
Yeah,
just like crazy, like. But you're right. There's so much good shows out there, and that's just Netflix. We ain't even talking about Hulu. What is it? There's some shows on Apple that's pretty cool.
Apple TV
Paramount,
got shit. Amazon
Peacock.
got. There's an Amazon one that just came out.
It's
Yeah,
like
I be. That's what I'm saying.
it's like what's that
Um,
show that I put you on? That's on what is it on?
hold up. I'm not gonna do this again. Hold up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop it.
sir. We love to.
Anytime I see that though, I'm always gonna do that. Yeah, slight little technical difficulty, but we back. Anyways,
But yeah,
so
now I wanted to ask you. Damn, that show that I put you on, and you started watching it with
Mayor Kingstown.
boom, that one. Bro, that shit's
That show is fire.
crazy, crazy. I'm telling you, if y'all
Yeah.
ain't seen that one,
So if you haven't seen it, bro, I'm gonna let the first episode, bro, when he was like, yeah, and then was like, I was like, what, bro? Like, and I was by myself because Faye was out in Dallas with the kids, bro.
yeah,
I was watching that shit folding clothes, and I was like, I looked up, like, I heard some commotion, some talking. I was like, oh, that's pretty. What the fuck? Like, I was just like, bro, that shit, it caught me off guard. I was like, first episode, here we go. I was like, I know this is gonna be a good show. That shit's fire though. I like it.
I haven't been like that surprised on the first episode since Games of Thrones. Games of Thrones was like that. Games of Thrones didn't give a fuck if you was the main character or not. I said guns, but they didn't really have guns back in the day. They just
cutting heads off and shit. You ever watch Spartacus back then?
nah, never.
Spartacus was dope. Like it was about, like the Roman era and stuff like that. That shit was like gory and like soft porn. Or not even that shit was like if you typed up Pornhub, that's what came up, bro. Like Spartacus, like they was fucking on that shit.
Well, in Games of Thrones, that's how it was too.
That shit was,
them motherfuckers was fucking.
I feel the first one episode, bro. The king and queen were like talking to each other, and then they was talking, and like their servants or whatever would like, because this was a custom back then as well. It was normal for this to happen. But it was just crazy to see in the show. They were like talking like about, obviously their kingdom and whatever scenario was happening. And I just remember like I'm sitting there. We were at Justin's house. I'm sitting there eating some cinnamon toast crunch, and it's a new episode that came out. So we're like just watching it. We're intrigued, and then the king starts getting beat off by one of the servants, and then the queen starts getting fingered by one of her servants, and they all getting them ready stuff. And as soon as they ready to go, the king and queen was like, all right, y'all could just move to the side. Don't leave the room. Y'all could move to the side, and we finna get it on. And I was like, whoa, what's going on, bro? And I'm sitting there with Justin like, we keep watching this, like, but that show is crazy.
Yo, judging by all these shits that they be showing, like Games of Thrones and like that movie, the Northman and stuff like that, they was into some freaky shit back in the day, man. In BC 1880, they was into some freaky shit.
They was getting it.
Hey, I bet you they were getting that ass eat back then.
No, sir. No. Never.
King Alex from Netterdal.
Nah.
Would you like to get your ass
good. I would just be like, fuck out of here. Yo, you ever watch those videos of like the black dude that travels back in time? He'll travel back in time to like, when basketball was first created.
Nah,
and he's hooping.
I don't think so.
Bro, those TikToks are funny. But nah, back then, bro, for real, I get in character and all that.
You be like, fuck out of here. That's what they sound like to me. I don't know.
I love that's what you think. That's you sound like a jester. You sound like a jester. Like the people they paid. Like, bro, they paid you to fucking make them laugh, and if you didn't, you would get killed. That's what you sound like a jester.
I was one of those motherfuckers.
Oh shit!
You talking about I would have been a servant.
Nah, jesters like they get paid to be funny, bro.
Oh.
And if they're not funny, they basically get killed or thrown to the street.
I was about killed off, man. That's fucked up.
But
hey, so
in terms of the shows, I know you.
Yeah, so since we're in the parts of the shows, we like to do the thing called off the shit. So you tell me from
off
the shit, right?
Go yeah, go.
Okay, I was like, ooh.
I was just saying off like
man, you had me, and you had me
bro. We gotta make it like a little jingle. We gotta make it like
man.
off the ship, head ass. Off the
you
like
gotta
you gotta do. I'm gonna do something.
Like that's my ocean sound.
You sound like you whipping, like you're using a whip. That's what it sound like to me. Do it
Man,
again.
there we go. But I was doing.
The second one wouldn't even know better. It sounded like you was gargling some fucking Colgate in the morning. we gonna leave it to Bright. Bright's gonna have to make us a little something. We definitely not using those sounds though.
Hey man, we ain't a radio station. We ain't got the good
I'm
sounds. But
telling
it would have
you,
been
I'm
this.
I'm telling you when you become the DJ, bro, we finna get you a little you could get these little boxes, bro, and like, obviously the sound panels, but there's some that you could set up for streams and stuff that companies like Elgato and stuff make.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you one so you can be like "Beep, beep, 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 beep." But if you get
That's
too
all I need.
fucking crazy with that shit, we fucking getting rid of it.
But
We
nah, so
but
anyway,
the
sorry about my terrible, my sounds. It sound better in my
ocean
head.
sounds,
It sound better in my head. But yeah,
keep
so
it there
I'm gonna give you.
next time.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna give you the top 3 shows because I know you gave me some shows yesterday that you like
Comedy, right?
comedies
Yeah,
wise.
okay.
So the Chappelle show, the Eric
Yeah,
Andre show, or Workaholics.
yeah,
3 of them. You
yeah.
know what you got to do.
I was pondering this. I was pondering this. Um, my humor, like, if people really get to know me, like, deep, and I get more comfortable, obviously I get more comfortable here. My humor is so dark, bro, and there's just like certain jokes to me that are hilarious. I know, like, a lot of people, I don't know, bro. That's a hard one, cause Dave Chappelle, he set the bar, but I also have like a weird humor too. Like,
Mm,
I do like I do love Workaholics, bro. That show is fucking hilarious to me, bro. That shit. Adam in that show, hilarious. Bro, all 3 of them, they're just funny as fuck. So to me, I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one on the shit, bro. They just chilling. Workaholics, cast and crew is chilling, vibing out, and just because I love that show to death. And I think surprising enough, bro, I'm gonna surprise you and shock you with this answer. I fucking love the Chappelle show so much,
you better not.
but
You better not.
bro,
You better not, hey.
the Eric, have you ever watched the Eric
No,
Andre
I'm
show,
not, bro.
bro?
But come on, son. It's Chappelle. He
Bro,
is the GOAT, son.
bro, it's not even about that to me. It's about how hard I've laughed with the Eric Andre show, bro. No alcohol in my body, no nothing, just straight. Like I'm comparing sober and sober. Like the laughs I had on Dave Chappelle obviously have been amazing, bro. But I'm talking about that. My humor. Like, gay jokes to me are funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Uh, outlandish jokes. Like, there's just one scene, bro, in Eric Andre where he gets Heidi from the Hills, and he's interviewing her. His thing is to make his interviewees feel super uncomfortable. Something I've always wanted to implement, even if like we do this like in person, or if we were to get people, like I would just want to do it because that shit is so funny to bro to see people's natural reaction. So he's interviewing her one time, and the man threw up on the table, bro, like some chunky Campbell's chunky noodle soup, bro, all over the table, and she's like, "Oh my god." And then he starts eating it.
Nigga, that's nasty.
he start he starts eating it, bro. She leaves, bro. And then, but a bunch of shit they do on that show, him and Hannibal Buress, we're doing it together. Like, I don't know, that shit is hilarious. So definitely gonna have
Wait,
to
hold on though.
go ahead
So
and
he like
rescue
forced
them.
himself to throw up. Like he was able to do that. Like he just threw up just like that, like nothing.
I'm sure. I don't think. I'm sure it was like. I'm sure it was like they used some type of, like movie production type shit.
Yeah.
Cause back then, before he got popping, he used to like interview like small time people. Like I told you, the quality wasn't that well. it just didn't really look great. It looked like they was doing it with like a camcorder or something.
Yeah.
And then obviously the show got more popular, so they got more money and they started getting like some pretty high list people. So with that, obviously you get budget increases because the camera started looking better, the production started looking better and all that. But they do great, and he was in New York, bro. Like I'll tell you one thing, Eric Andre, to me, his stand up comedy, I can't watch it, bro. I watched one of his Netflix specials. I was like 10 minutes in, and I was like, I'm good. I'll never watch this shit again. Like I'll never watch any stand up comedy he does because to me it's fucking terrible. But his show is fucking, that shit is hilarious to me. But
Wow.
once again, his Netflix, that shit was like, it was just him yelling obnoxiously, talking about drugs and gay shit. Like that's all it was.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to even say that I would let Dave Chappelle and the Chappelle Show go down there. But it's like a
Sad day.
very, it's by like 0.1.
Okay.
And I like I said, I think it's just because the laughs I had with that show, bro, and it brings back so much memories. A lot of times, bro, when I watch the Chappelle Show, I watched it by myself, like growing up,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't until like later in my life where I started watching it with Justin, like, but it was all reruns, so it wasn't like fresh. You feel me? When we watched Eric Andre together, bro, me and Justin, it was all brand new, bro. So like it was different to like experience it with my boy. You feel me? So my brother I grew up with.
Yeah.
It was different because like I'm sharing and creating memories. Like if my parents at that age found out I was watching the Chappelle Show, bro, I would have to close the door. Chappelle Show reruns at 2 a.m., bro, and I had school like at 6 in the morning. Like that's my memory of that show, and I couldn't really laugh because like if I fucking laugh, my Puerto Rican ass father finna come in the room and beat my
Beat
ass.
your
Like,
ass,
what you
right?
doing up at two? Doing up at 2 in the
Man, we
morning?
used to watch that. Well, yeah, I used to watch that shit by myself too. But then the next day in school, we used to talk about it. Like even my English teacher used to be on it too. Man, that shit was funny as hell. But yeah, no, I love that
There were
shit.
a lot of skits that were corny to me,
There was
but
some, yeah, there
there
was
were a lot
some.
of skits that were.
Right now,
Hey,
if
this
if
is always
Chappelle
infamous.
if Chappelle tried to do that right now, they would cancel that shit like in a heartbeat, man.
I don't even think he would fucking care. Like his Netflix specials, how he talks about it. I
Yeah,
mean, I would love to see him do that shit, bro, again,
me
because I
too.
know for a fact he wouldn't fucking care.
And there's like a
He
lot
wouldn't.
of things
Like,
that he could still do that would be great. Like I think the shit would be
but
hilarious.
also if he did make it, I don't think that it'd be as funny, and I think it'd be a lot more political sometimes.
Yeah, probably,
And
probably.
because
Yeah,
a
you're
lot of
probably
his
right.
stand up is like that too, where he gets in those political rants and stuff. And I'm not saying they're bad, but I just want to laugh, bro.
Yeah,
It's cool to be made fun of, bro. Like we clown, everyone, the bros clown, like, and it's so sad because people get they fucking feelings hurt, bro. And now you got to fucking change your words, and you got to fucking walk on fucking pins and
eggshells.
needles
Yeah,
to fucking make sure you ain't saying disrespectful shit or whatever it
because
may
everybody
be,
gonna
bro.
get
Like
bothered
comedy,
nowadays. You can't say nothing.
yeah, bro.
Just like earlier, we
This
didn't
shit
know
is
if
wild.
Shorty changed into a dude. She take a penis off. She put a penis back on. We don't know. Like, what are we supposed to know? And they want us to walk on eggshells. But hey,
It's just, to me, it's crazy, bro. To me, it's crazy, and I'm only, I'm still in my 20s, and I think growing up in the 90s, bro, I got a different perspective of comedy, and I've seen it like evolve,
yeah,
and I've always wanted to do comedy, bro. But like, it's so crazy because just people, bro, people are so entitled, and people, like, it's changed so much, or like the entitled people, it's already adjusted for them. Me, I don't give a fuck about getting canceled. I really don't. But at the same time, like, there's more that there's more that's attached to me or you.
yeah,
My kids are attached to me now. My wife is attached to me now. So like, if I was single, bro, I say whatever the fuck I want. If I didn't have kids, I say what the fuck I want. I still do, but obviously it's toned down now. But I got kids, bro. If I say some outlandish shit or whatever, even if I'm like, obviously I'm not famous, but like, even if I wasn't, like, if I had like 12 followers on Instagram,
yeah.
bro, and I said some outlandish shit and that shit got on social media, everybody would blow that shit up.
No, I
Like,
know.
damn, this guy's racist or this guy's transphobic or this guy's like, and it's just like, bruh, it's not even about that. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke. Like, you make joke about fat people, skinny people, buff people, small people, tall people, yellow people, orange people, blue people, big toe people, big ass forehead people, big ass eyebrows people, don't fucking change no light bulbs for 3 years people, motherfuckers got receipts on them motherfucking bathroom sink people, all them type of motherfuckers. You clown everybody, bro. You get clowned and you clown, bro. Like, and everybody's so fucking sensitive now about that
Yo,
shit.
you know what's funny too? So early on IG, I seen a skit. Well, not a skit. Sorry, it was a highlight of the WNBA players, and they were fighting each other. And I was about to comment. I sent it to my boys in the DM, and I was gonna send it to you, but I was gonna comment, and this is just a joke. But I knew somebody would have took it wrong, and I ain't feel like reading through a thread.
Disclaimer.
I was gonna I was gonna say, man, let them lesbians fight. Somebody let them lesbians fight so this shit, so the WNBA could be fucking intriguing. You know what I mean?
But to be accurate, you would have been fine saying that because saying lesbian is the right vernacular these
Oh,
days.
okay. You
Like,
see what I'm saying?
if you would have said let these dykes, sorry, if you would have said let these dykes fight,
yeah.
that's when they would have churned up. But if you can say lesbian,
Yeah.
but that's fucking crazy, right? Like, when I grew up in the
Mm.
'90s, or like, when I grew up, I learned
Nigga,
what a fuck.
you was born
I
like in
learned what a dyke
'99.
was. That was 94.
I'm joking.
94, thank you. um Growing up though, like, I figured like a dyke, that was the first thing I learned as a kid. I'm not saying that's right, like, not at all, but it's just so crazy because, like, you have to be careful what you say. But yeah, you would have been fine, bro, saying
Yeah, see?
let these lesbians
Well,
fight.
I just didn't
You
know.
would have
I
been
know.
fine.
Now, I'm not saying that every chick in the WNBA is lesbian because they're not. This I would see
Yeah.
some straight ones, and there's some in the WNBA that I think they're hot too. But hey, I'm just saying, like, you got to get these ratings up, right? You know, it's like
You gotta second guess everything. But
that,
I mean,
that's
it
the
is
issue.
what it is.
That's the issue.
It is what it is.
But so
That's why there's certain group, like, even your friends change, bro.
mm,
But sometimes your friends change what kind of jokes you can say around them. And
yeah,
it's like, and I appreciate your growth. And that's not to say I'm not growing as an individual, bro. It's just that
I still think that
I
shit
think
is funny.
what
Basically, that's what it
yeah, like
is.
whatever,
I
like
I
what
know
the fuck?
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have some
and
people that,
people be trying to get at you for that,
and,
like,
and it's
whether
funny to
it's at
me because it'd be
work or
like
whatever.
it'd be the person that used to joke around the most about shit like that. And now all of a sudden they head ass. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So
too good for it. And
yeah,
that's cool, bro. But and I guess, like, that's okay too. Like, go ahead and do that, but don't press the issue on me. You feel me?
yeah,
Like, don't sit there and be like, shame on you. Like, it's two ways you could go about it, bro. Either you could accept it because that's just who I am, or that's how you are, or that's how this person is, the way I accept others and their changes, or just dead me, bro. Don't ever fucking talk to me again. You don't like what I'm saying? Bye. It's easy.
yeah.
What, I'm finna change how I feel because I hurt your feelings? No,
Facts,
no,
facts.
no,
You know what I
never,
mean?
bro. I'm not finna put my emotions in check and stuff because your feelings got hurt. I just rather not deal with it at all. And if you hurt, bro, then bye. Don't
That's
don't.
right, man. Stop talking about my light bulbs and my receipts on my counter. You know what I mean?
Especially in the group chat though, like, obviously on Xbox,
Anything
we be
goes.
saying some crazy shit. Some crazy shit.
Anything goes on the groups and
Um
everything. But yeah, man, shit crazy.
what about you though, bro? What's your three, bro?
My three top that I would wait. Three what? Do I
What's your
am
three
I
top comedy shows?
three type comedy shows? Chappelle show. Um damn, shows, comedies.
You know what? I got you. Not even comedy.
Yeah,
Chappelle Show, Stranger Things. Whew. I need to know something you love. Who do you love?
we
Damn, what's another good one that I know for a fact that you be on? I want to say Peaky Blinders, but I feel like that's still fresh. It's still new.
still
So you might be
fresh.
like, yeah, I ain't.
If we talking shows, you probably gotta say Sons of Anarchy. I really love Sons of Anarchy. I thought
All
it
right,
was really
bet.
good.
Throw it in there. Throw it in there.
So I got
I already feel
SOA.
like I know where it's going.
I got
Mm-hmm.
SOA. I got Chappelle Show, and I got Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Yeah.
Yo, that's hard. That's really hard. All
Yeah.
right, man. Look, damn. Okay, I'm sorry, but okay. So I'm gonna save the Chappelle Show because it's the original classic. Is what I grew up on. I've used so many jokes about that. You know what I'm saying? I've used so many phrases off of there. So Chappelle, you cool in my boat. Plus, I met Chappelle. I met Chappelle a couple years ago, and that man was he was cool as hell. Even gave me dap and gave me
What? All right.
the snap.
What? What he say in the play, Harry Ball? He said that bitch looked like she got dick holes in her underwear.
You talk about Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Nah, she,
Faye,
nah. It was.
Faye don't know who she is.
Well, Faye was born in another country. You know, where
I couldn't get
where
no
the
more
rock is
water,
from.
bro.
But nah, it was that bitch looked like she wear underwear with dick holes in them.
Yeah.
And they couldn't hold their laugh neither. If you see the skit, they couldn't hold their laugh.
Yeah.
They were all
They
crying
s-
out laughing.
yeah.
uh so yeah, that, and then I'm gonna have to save. I'm gonna throw the out there. Um shit. I'm gonna have to say Stranger Things. I'm gonna have to save Stranger Things, and I'm gonna have to let SOA drown. But
Strange.
Stranger Things is just. I mean, okay. So first season was obviously the original classic. I love that shit. Second season, a lot of people didn't like. I was cool with it. I mean, it is what it is. Third season too. Some people were like iffy, but I liked it. But the fourth season takes the cake. Takes the cake, man. I think number 4 and number 1 were the best ones. Before that shit gets crazy, and then the last
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, definitely.
And what's so cool about Stranger Things too is that they cast so well that they could bring somebody new in and people love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm finna be in a new one.
Yo, and I'll love you too. Like that Hellfire shirt, I want that. I want that Hellfire
Yeah, that
shirt.
shit is
Now I
dope.
don't know if my man right here would be okay with me with putting the devil on my shirt, but you know, that shirt is
It's a little Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah, that shirt is
It's a
fire.
little D&D.
Yeah, that shirt is fire, man. So I'm really like,
Can't wear that shit to you can't wear that shit to your grandma's house or something, bro. I used to get shunned. Like I remember my grandparents, obviously, they're both, pastora. They don't want you to like we couldn't watch Harry Potter, bro. And that's my favorite movie all time.
yeah,
I was like, no. But
nah, but yeah, like
bro, there's this
that's a
little
good
like
one.
we got plants in here, like in the house, bro, and this little fucking fly. It's either a fly or a mosquito, bro.
Or Nat.
Because these motherfucking bugs. These bugs. Now I am getting bit up at night, bro. I'm finna start throwing hands with these bugs, bro. I hate summer, bro. I hate
When
summer.
I was over,
I got a sweater on
man,
right
when I
now.
was over there, I think I got bit too. I'm gonna blame you.
I hate I hate summer, bro. I hate it.
We don't get that
Fuck.
over here. Nah, we don't get that many mosquitoes. But when I go back home, I'm probably gonna
I've
get
never
some.
seen this many, bro. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Like
It's all them pigeons.
maybe it's because we got
all them pigeons you got across the street, repping the hood.
got the swan, bruh. Y'all can't see it, but literally out this window, there's a house right here, bro. I feel so bad. They get like 50 fucking pigeons a day just on that house, bro. And when you walk by, I swear they be talking shit like, "What hood you from?" And shit. I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna go work out at the park, bro. Leave me
You
alone.
know, pigeons don't.
Like,
They
shit,
be banging.
they don't fucking play, bro.
They
That's a mafia right there.
they bang on that one
But
bird when we was walking over there. The bird was dead,
oh
boy.
yeah,
That boy was out
yeah.
flat.
Nah, but what I think it is because we're getting all the like we've been putting plants in our backyard and the house and stuff. Like, I want some greenery, bro. I'm from Cali, bro. I ain't used to fucking seeing like obviously our backyard's done and looks nice and stuff, but I want some plants, bro. Like
Yeah,
we got desert plants, but we've been buying flowers and stuff. And I think that's attracting them too, because like all my neighbors' backyards are like dirt and stuff like that. Or also, I got two neighbors with pools right on the other side of the wall, so that might contribute to it. Water source and shit. But yeah, that's just annoying as fuck.
that's probably what we doing it.
But yeah,
But
what you so I don't know, bro.
there was another
Go
thing.
ahead.
There was another thing that I wanted to also, before we finish this up. I was listening to sports radio, and we love our teams and stuff like that. And you love your Yankees, you love your Celtics, you love your Packers, obviously, and stuff like that.
Just real quick, because I know people, and I know your boys probably, or your people like sports fan, and people always ask me too. Edgar just asked me recently too, like, how are you a Packers, Celtics, and a Yankees fan?
I always want
I'm
to
gonna
know
just
that
give it
too.
to
By the
y'all
way,
straight. I'm gonna just give it to y'all. All right, so obviously I got born into being a Packer fan, right? I was birthed into it. My father was a Packer fan growing up. That's the only team me and him have in common. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Out of any sport in the entire world, bro, you could blow up baseball, you could blow up basketball, you could football. To me, that's my one love, bro. I recently incorporated um those drills back into my routine for what I'm doing for my fitness.
as you should.
Football, I love football. So Packers, I love them, bro. I was born into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was just like everyone's born into that one team. And for me, it was the Packers. And then at a young age, like I only played football, bro. I only knew football,
Yeah,
And my father, he was a Mets fan. He always had Mets stuff. So I remember on my first
shout out
original
Papa.
Xbox. Yeah, he's a hoe. On my original, fuck the Mets. On that big ass Xbox, bro, he bought me a used copy of, I think it was like two. It was an old baseball game. I think they made 2Ks back then too, right? I think it
Yeah.
was 2K5 or some shit.
Well,
It
Jeter
was
was like on 2K7, I believe, or something like that.
I think it had to be it was the one with G. Let me see. We're gonna
Well,
see
I
right
thought you were
now.
gonna say it was the one where Jose Reyes was on the cover because I remember I think he was on the 2K
Nah,
as
nah,
well.
nah. Yeah, it was a 2K7 one. I
See?
still have this game,
Okay.
and I still have it, bro. I still have it in my Xbox games. So what happened was he bought me that game. I didn't know nothing about baseball at that time, bro, at all. Like my pops never taught me how to play baseball or nothing.
Yeah.
So I seen the Yankees on on the cover. I seen Derek Jeter at the time. I didn't even know who the dude was. I was still a young kid, bro. I wasn't even 10 yet. And I used to play the fuck out of that game, bro. And I would always make teams, bro. And I would always make teams with like my father, and like I would put people I knew, like my uncle or my
Yeah.
cousins. I would put
I
them on
used
the
to do that
team.
back in the
But
day on Sega. Yeah.
and and I only used the Yankees, bro, because I seen the cover. I was like, oh, this must be the best team. Like it's on the cover, because at that time,
You one of those.
I was so versed into football, like I knew that usually who was on the cover was the best player. I already learned that like at a young age, like, oh, this is the best player.
Oh,
I feel
timeout.
like.
So if it would have been a New York Mets player on there, it could have been a Minnesota Twin player on there. You would have been a Minnesota Twin fan or a Mets fan.
Nah, well, I don't know because the story goes deeper, right? Because I would use the Yankees, because I wanted to learn how to play baseball, and I didn't play on an organized team at that age. Like, so I would play baseball with the Yankees, and I believe they would say the captain, like he's the captain.
Yeah.
They would use Derek Jeter's nickname, and I was like, dang, this son's dope. And then I would start watching like Yankee games anytime, and it wasn't like I was like, oh, Yankees are playing today. It was like, oh, the Yankees are on TV. Like if I was like scrolling through
Yeah.
or like on Sports Center. I always watch Sports Center, bro, since I could remember.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I always like because I would always like to see Brett Favre and the Packers. And I was still like developing my understanding of sports and stuff like that. And like, I'd always play with my pops and stuff, and he would show me or whatever it may be. But like then I started hearing the captain, and then my pops had a Yankees hat, so I assumed at a young age he was a Yankees fan, but he just had it obviously because a New York hat. Like he just had it, and
Disrespect.
my pops got like he had always had
I
like some
know there's a
fresh
couple
fit,
of
like
people like that in New York who they wear it
um
for style. The fuck out of here.
But but for him though, he wasn't like a big Mets fan at that time of his life. You feel me? Like, he was doing this shit. He was still young, bro. Like he wasn't really into baseball at all like that either. He was in his 20s. He didn't really care for baseball. He just cared about his fit more.
Yeah.
I think as he got older, he started to like, now I'm a Mets fan. Now I rep the Mets or whatever. And I still don't even think it's at that level, like compared to you. I think it's just like that's his team. He's from New York. Fuck the Yankees, whatever. But it's not the same, in terms of how you respect the Mets or how he respects the Packers. But yeah, bro, I just got into that, bro. I just got into watching more Yankee stuff, and then I got a Derek Jeter card when I was a kid, and ever since then it's been history, bro. I got my first Derek Jeter card. I think I was like 9.
Yeah.
I bought like a little Topps thing. I had a couple bucks one day, and I bought baseball cards, and I remember I opened a pack, and there was a Derek Jeter card in there, and ever since then I've been a Derek Jeter fan, bro, and then just went with the Yankees. Then I remember watching us win the World Series with Matsui, and like me being in my room by myself, bro, sitting like this, like, oh, this is cool, like, yeah. And then we won, and then it's just the rest is history. And then in basketball, bro, nobody I knew in my family played basketball. Like nobody. My pops didn't play basketball. Nobody I knew on a personal level played basketball. It wasn't like let's go watch your cousin. He has a game on the weekend. Never,
Yeah.
ever, ever. And then again, my pops bought me a basketball game, another 2K
You talking about the
game,
one with
which is
Paul Pierce on the
2K.
cover?
Nah, it was with a Piston player. It was 2K5, I think.
It was Rip
Uh,
Hamilton, probably, or Ben Wallace.
yeah, it was Ben Wallace. Um, he got me that, and he had got me the 2K5 football as well with Terrell Owens
Yeah.
at the same time, because they were only like a couple of bucks at that time, I believe, or whatever it may be. Um, and I just remember playing, or I would no, actually at that time I didn't even have my own. I played his all the time, and that's what I seen. And when I got older, that's when he gave me, or that's when I bought those games myself. But I remember playing those 2 games in specific, and I remember when I would pick teams, like it would always usually go Celtics Lakers automatically. Automatically, it would always go
Oh, okay.
Celtics
Yeah, yeah.
Lakers.
You're right. I remember that too. I remember that.
Like when you go play now, it would
Yeah,
always do
yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
it would
I
always be,
remember that.
and it was like that for a long time on NBA Live and 2K, and yeah, bro. And I used to go to my god brother's house. We would play 2K with them, and I remember one time before I actually even tried to play the game, I think it was my cousin, my god brother Junior was using the Celtics. Rest in peace, my god brother Junior. He died a long time ago. When I was like in 8th grade. Anyways, he was using the Celtics, and he said they kept saying the truth, like Paul Pierce, the truth, and I just kept hearing the truth, and I was like, that's a dope nickname, bro. I don't know who the truth is, and I remember going home, and I was like, yeah, Pops, like I remember this so vividly, like you know who the truth is, and my dad was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, get away, like, and I was like, the truth, the guy from the games, from the basketball game on the green team, and then yeah, I was able to get my hands on the game at a young age, bro. And then I fell in love with the Celtics because I would always use Paul Pierce. And then I've never been one to jump ship. Like all the teams I have, bro, are all the teams I have. I fell in love with USC because at a young age, my first year Pop Warner, USC came to one of my practices to like community thing, and they gave out USC stuff. My
Yeah.
first year ever Pop Warner, and I always stuck with USC. That's my only Cali team. Lakers, despise them. I don't give a fuck about them. They got,
We love LeBron.
hold these. I love Bron. Yeah, always. That's the worst thing that he could have done for me. But I always check in on the Lakers now just because I want to see how Bron's doing.
Yeah, he's usually the one.
But yeah,
he's
that's
usually the
that's
one putting
that's
up
why I
more
love
points.
those teams. But people always ask me that, like, how are you a New York fan and a Boston fan? It's just like, this is why, bro. My story and my connection to them is different. Like it's not like, oh, the Yankees are doing good. I'm a Yankee fan now. Oh, the Celtics are doing good.
Yeah, I
Like,
hate
nah, bro.
that.
You could
Can't
check
stand that.
receipt. You could check receipts, bro. Like MySpace days, Facebook days, like early Facebook days when I was still in high school, bro. Like always supported those teams, bro. Always. It's never changed. Ever.
I feel that.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I like those teams. And it's weird, but I don't give a fuck. Those are my teams.
I get the same thing too. People want to know how come I pick all the underdogs. I like all the underdogs in New York. It wasn't done purposely. I mean, yeah, I love being an underdog fan. A, a fan of an underdog team because when they win, it feels much sweeter, and I feel like our fans are a lot better. I've had Yankee fans and Ranger fans tell me that they think Islander fans and Met fans are more passionate. That's because we don't win a lot. So when we do win, we go all out. But no, it wasn't done because of that. I became a Mets fan because my best friend Steve, he lived across the street from me, and he took me to my first Mets game. Um, and he was a Mets fan, and so I would always see him with
Yeah.
his Mets gear and stuff like that. And it was automatic. Like I became a Mets fan because of that. The Jets used to train. Everybody wants to know why I'm a Jets fan. The Jets used to train like 5 minutes.
Shout out Zach Wilson.
Ooh,
Shout out Zach.
hey,
If y'all don't know, go Google it. But we gonna tell you, Zach Wilson out here fucking
the goat right now.
mama's best friends.
Hey, Zach Wilson could. Well, he can't because we want him to have a good season. Everybody's predicting him to ball out this year just because of that what he did. But that man can have a bad season, and then they still gonna be like, he's the man. They already got shirts of him everywhere. This and that. He's the milk hunter. All that stuff. Shout out Zach. But yeah, they used to train at Hofstra College by me, and I used to go to all the fan fest over there, and that's how I became a Jets fan. That was all automatic. You know what I mean? And then the Islanders used to live 5 minutes away from me as well. Well, they used to play 5 minutes away from me. So I used to go to the Coliseum so many times. And
Yeah.
that I became an Islanders fan. And it's also because of my boy Steve. He was an Islanders fan too. So it was just automatic. Like I've been to so many Islander games and Mets games, playoffs. I've been to so many Islander playoff games. The best experiences ever. And then I know you got at me because of the Nets. People want to know, well, why I'm a Nets fan. In basketball, I don't really go as hard as I do with baseball, football, and hockey.
Hockey. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything I probably have gone harder for LeBron.
I remember you said you're a Nets fan because Kyrie and KD went there. That's what you
No,
said.
that's not what I said. Nah, the reason why I became a Nets fan was because of my pops. My pops, he hated every New York team except the Islanders. He could put up with the Islanders. He hated every New York team. Like he talked shit about every New York team. Didn't matter what team it was. But so that's why he wasn't a Knicks fan. I'm glad he wasn't a Knicks fan because, damn, I would be really torturized. The Knicks, they're
Yeah.
terrible. So he took me to Nets games. We went to MJ's last game as a Washington Wizard in New Jersey. You know what I mean? And then the Nets were pretty good back then too. They went, yeah, we got blown out by San Antonio and the Lakers in the finals, but yeah, that was dope. Vince Carter, J Kidd, Keith Van Horn, you know what I mean? Young Rich
It would have been
Jefferson.
a fun team to watch.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we used to play with them on NBA Live, and J Kidd was on the cover too. So it was all automatic. So but yeah, man, I bleed all that. I bleed orange and blue and
You
green and white.
green and white.
Really. You know what I'm saying? But so that was my point too. I wanted to ask you because we talk about our fandoms of our teams. So you've seen the Packers win a Super Bowl
Yeah.
recently, a couple years back.
Yeah.
So the Celtics also and the Yankees. You've seen all your teams win. Right now,
Yeah.
which team would give you the most satisfaction of them winning? Like winning it
Ooh.
all.
I,
Like which team do you want it to out of your three teams, which team do you want to win the most? You want them to raise it.
the Packers.
The Packers, okay.
The Packers, obviously. I've gone so numb to the feeling of being unsuccessful in the playoffs when we need to be successful. So like when the Celtics lost, obviously in the finals, it didn't hit me as hard as I thought it would because I was like, thanks Packers, you fucking created this calluses for me, where all my teams make it and then they don't succeed. But definitely the Packers. I think the Packers because like it just sucks, bro. Because like in a lot of years, it's like I will be honest, it was our defense that wasn't fucking doing their job. They'd lose a lot of games for us.
Yeah.
They would. And the last 2 years, bro, is not because of our defense at all. And people are gonna not fucking agree with me on this. But I don't give a fuck what you think because when it comes to X's and O's, I'm not saying I'm a fucking wizard, but I think I have a pretty fucking high IQ in football, and I think you can attest to that yourself. When I explain football such in depth, and the reason why I feel like I have a high IQ, bro, is because being 5'6", 175, trying to go play college football, I had to make up somewhere, and I always tell you this, like I had to study my ass off, bro, in high school, and when I went to go try to play college football, bro, like I studied my ass off, bro. I would watch film on film on film on film.
Yeah.
Um, my coach, one of my coaches would get annoyed because like they would only give out a certain amount of film. I'm like, bro, please, like, or like I got older, I would watch so much film, bro, and like I don't care what you think, but I know for a fact Devontae Adams leaving the Packers is very beneficial, and there's one reason to this why. If you go back to the play that we last had on offense that could have made a difference against the Niners was because Aaron Rodgers threw a post route to Devontae Adams in double coverage. Now, if people remember that play, like, fuck, like, that would have been a great play if he made it, but he threw in double coverage. If you go back and watch, there's a dig route that comes underneath that route that was supposed to go the ball. That was where the ball was supposed to go. And the reason why that's supposed to go there is because it was a deep dig route with Alan Lazard. Devontae Adams' job is to take the safety away from the middle of the field, and then the other routes are supposed to take away the linebackers from the middle of the field. So if you go back, I think it's about a 12 to 15-yard dig that Alan Lazard ran. He was wide open for a first down. And possibly he probably would have got another 20 to 30 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So Devontae Adams leaving, bro, very substantial to our offense because it allows other players, one, to make them hungrier to be the number one, and two, it allows Aaron Rodgers to just do what he does best. When we lost all our best receivers, we won games with him with fucking Jarrett Boykin. Nobody remembers that name, but we won games with Jarrett Boykin because he makes people better, bro. And like, I think he developed too much trust into Devontae Adams, and I love Devontae, bro. It sucks to see him in a Raiders uniform, but I'm happy for him because he's playing where he wanted to play, bro. I got no hate on him. A lot of people be like, "Fuck you, Tay." Like no, bro. He gave us what he gave us, bro. He's gone now, and he's gonna make money, and he's gonna play for the team that he grew up wanting to play for. Like, I would love to be in a position to play for the team I grew up loving, right?
Yeah.
But trying to see the Packers, bro, like the last 2 years, the game plan changed last year towards the end of the game. After that Mercedes, no, not even the end, the beginning, when Mercedes Lewis fumbled, our game plan changed. If you go back to before that fumble, the Niners could not stop us. And then we just got fucking real passive after that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It hurts, bro. It hurts, bro. It hurts so much because I know Aaron Rodgers should have more rings. So I definitely want to see the Packers win. And I think if you look at our defense, bro, that's the best defense. There is no explanations for him or excuses other than like knock on wood, all 11 of our starters plus the 3-4 guys who are going to be in constant rotation with the starting group. Unless all those guys fucking unfortunately get hurt somehow,
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about it. I think we could do it. But yeah, I definitely want to watch them win one. That shit would bring joy to my heart. Celtics, I ain't really worried, bro. We got youth that we just added two dogs. I think we'd be good. We're going to win some rings with JT and JB. But I think that was a good question. That was good.
That was really good analysis too. Everything you
Yeah,
said, and I
bro.
know we got a couple football fans that tune in, and my boy Kiki will probably see this, and he'll remember that play 100%. So that was pretty good because yeah, it
Um,
makes sense. It makes sense what you said.
yeah, bro. You get fixated and you just when you have somebody like Devontae, bro, and you just got to try to get him the ball, but you don't always want to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be 11 on 11. You know, there's certain schemes that work for a certain reason, especially in crunch moments. And I feel like Matt LaFleur maybe I haven't really like read into who called that play. Um, I'm not sure if it was changed. I'm so mad about that play because when I rewatch it, I'm like, it's terrible. I've watched that play so many times, and I haven't even done the research into who's called that play. But I'm sure that's what the scheme was, bro. For a fact that has to be because usually that's what happens when you do a deep digs with post underneath. And another way it would work is if the safety would have came down to cover that dig, it would have left 1-on-1 with him in the corner over top. And
Yeah.
obviously Devontae is 75% gonna win a 1-on-1 versus a smaller corner who's been getting shit on the whole season. Um,
So say the Celtics just came off of their type of season that they just came off of, made it to the NBA Finals and all that stuff. Would you sacrifice, say next year, something just happens, the Celtics end up in last place, the worst team in the division? Would you sacrifice that for the Packers to win it all?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just my love for football. And it's because I also know even if that something like that were to happen, it'd have to be because of injuries or something like that.
yeah,
Because the talent is there now, especially because you have someone in Malcolm Brogdon and Gallo who are willing who could start for any other team and could get paid out by another team, but decided to come here and be contributors and come off the bench. It had to be because of injuries that happened. But definitely, yeah, I would do that, bro.
yeah,
I need to see Aaron Rodgers win another ring. And I don't give a fuck what people say. Oh, he not the best because he don't got the most wings. Hold these again, bro. Hold these again. Why? Fucking Robert Horry has more than Kobe, and he played a lot of minutes. Robert Horry wasn't like he played minutes, so he's better with that idea. And people be like, no, it's not the same thing because it's not the same level. Okay, why the fuck you guys don't say Bill Russell's the greatest player of all time,
yeah.
greatest basketball mind of all time? You can't even fucking fit both hands. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
No,
That should
yeah.
get played out to
No, you're
me.
right. 100% right. And
But I don't even give.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't care about that conversation no more. To me, I think Aaron Rodgers is the best thrower of the football of all time. Like obviously the accuracy there, highest QBR for a reason. People say he don't take some chances. Go watch film. He be throwing fucking dimes like inches away from people's hands.
Hmm.
It's not luck because it happens all the time. Like
Yeah,
nah, bro.
and I wish I had that. I mean, I know you talk about because they let you down the playoffs, but I wish I had that problem where I could go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. I've gone from Pennington to Testaverde Testaverde to
The
Pennington to
list goes.
Sanchez to oh man to Geno fucking Smith. Yeah, so I wish. Then hopefully Zach Wilson could be the answer. We'll see what's up. But that was perfect though that you brought that up and the whole background because that's how I am with baseball. Like what I'm saying? I really pay attention to a lot in baseball and I've called things and stuff like that. Like last year in the playoffs, I recorded it before it happened. I was watching the Dodgers with my one of my buddies from work, my boy Jason, and I told him I was like, Bellinger is gonna hit a home run right now. And why? Because I knew that the type I don't know what pitcher it was, but he was throwing some slider. And I'm like, that ball is gonna cut right into the bat and it's gonna go right into the path of his swing, and he's gonna send it to over right field. He
Yeah.
did exactly that, and that's just what it is. Like you pay attention to football and stuff like that. You have a great football mind. You've taught me some things too, and that's what it is with baseball. Is like that. A lot of people think that I'm gonna be I'm a hater, but I tell the truth, and I've called it too. In the playoffs, is a whole different story. There's less runs. You're not going to see as much home runs. It has to do with the weather. It has to do with the type of competition. Every pitch counts, so every pitcher is going to make sure they execute. You know what I'm saying? You don't get 15 runs 15-2 scores in the playoffs for a reason. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the Yankees, yeah, they dominating, but I think and what I hear a lot on New York sports radio too, the Yankees know they have to get another starter. They do. They could win. I could see them breaking records and winning 118 games, 120, whatever it is. But if they get in the playoffs, when they face someone like Houston who has a staff, even Boston staff's kind of shitty. Toronto, if they fix themselves a little bit, they're gonna be a problem too. Remember, there's a whole second half. But like they were saying, after Garrett Cole, do you trust Nestor Cortez? Do you trust a Jameson Tyone? You know what I'm saying? To take you in games 2, 3, and 4. You know, and even Cole, you saw what Cole has done in the playoffs. So it's like stuff like that. And I'm not saying because the Mets, to me, the Mets need some bullpen. They need another hitter. You know what I mean? Our pitching staff, I think, is going to be fine, but we need that. But there's a lot of teams that are
Yeah.
dangerous that are like,
I'm
they're
hoping
on the mend.
I'm hoping we get Luis Castillo.
And you know what makes it interesting too with this wild card, this extra wild card, there's gonna be some teams that are gonna be pushing. And what's also interesting, those teams and those second wild card spots have prospects, you know what I'm saying, that could intrigue Cincinnati to be like, oh, I'll give you this, and I could give you these top prospects. Give me Castillo. And I wouldn't be surprised if Castillo gets stolen from some team that's not the Dodgers, that's not the Mets, that's not the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Just because a team wants to, like, imagine like if Baltimore keeps this going, shit like that. Even Seattle has some prospects, and I think Seattle's going to make a big push in the second half into the playoffs with Julio Rodriguez
Yeah.
pushing them. That kid's, I called it. I paid attention to him since spring training, shit like that. So it's like people think like, oh, our record is we're 63-20 or some shit like that. It don't mean nothing in the playoffs. Their record don't mean nothing because we've seen so many Dodger teams with great records. Don't do it. And I've told people too. I was like, the Dodgers, the year that they won, I thought they were due. But other years, I'm like, bro, all these runs y'all score when y'all get to the cold weather, that's it. So when they faced the Boston Red Sox, they couldn't hit for nothing over there, and they lost 4-1 that series. And I honestly think the Dodgers still favored right now, even though they're decent, I guess, in their eyes. But I still think they're the favorites right now. They're the ones to take out. But they also have a pitching issue too, because after Buehler doesn't come back, you can't really rely on Kershaw and Tim Andersons and Tony Gosselin. That's not going to cut it. So they're going to go heavy after Castillo's butt. So that's how it is.
No, I feel you on that.
But see what happens. Do it.
I'm sorry, but that was not supposed to be like that. But
I'm getting hungry.
the way you can't hear it on the other track, but nah, bro. I think we had a good conversation today. I appreciate this. I appreciate everybody that watched this episode, that tuned in. Just want to say thank you so much. We hit some topics today. Always, man, give your feedback. We're trying to get our social media game up. So man, tell your mama, make a account for your great grandma on IG, everybody, whatever it may be. Help us get our followers up, man. Share this,
cousins.
Yeah, bro. Tell your people, man.
Not Ricky Martin banging his nephew.
Keep growing. Yeah, that shit crazy. We could have got into that today.
We gonna have to say that.
That boy crazy.
Another day. But yeah, man. Tell your mama, your baby mother, your aunties, everybody, man. We trying to get everything back up.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
If you like it, leave a comment. If you loved it, I don't know, send us money. My Zelle is YoungDaddy123. I don't know. Just thank you for the love, the constant love. We appreciate it all, man. As always, follow me at Alex Created It and Angel at Angel_KG.
Still don't have a Twitter
on Instagram. Tell this motherfucker get a Twitter already.
All-Star game, All-Star weekend.
That being said, we out.
Enjoy it.
Oh, All-Star weekend.
Yo, home run derby gonna be definitely nice. Let's go, Pete.
Yeah. Fuck Pete. I hope he. Nah, I'm not gonna wish injury on him.
Man, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Enjoy your weekend or your week, whatever.
Be safe.
Whenever you watch
Stay
this,
blessed.
hope it brought a smile to your face. It's all love. Bye.